What happens when the goddess of WWE crosses the queen? In one of the most shocking betrayals in recent wrestling history, Alexa Bliss turned her back on Charlotte Flair in a moment that left the WWE universe absolutely stunned. I'm talking about broken trust, shattered alliances, and a heel turn that nobody saw coming. Stay tuned because we're breaking down every detail of this jaw-dropping betrayal. Welcome back to Wrestling vs. CC, where we bring you the most epic moments, shocking twists, and incredible stories from the world of professional wrestling. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of wrestling greatness. Now, before we get into the betrayal itself, we need to understand how these two superstars even became allies in the first place. Because here's the thing. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. These are two competitors who've dominated the women's division for years. Charlotte Flair, the genetically superior athlete, the daughter of the legendary Ric Flair, a woman who's held championship gold more times than most wrestlers can dream of. She's royalty in WWE, and she carries herself like it every single time she steps through those ropes. Then you've got Alexa Bliss, 5 feet of fury, the twisted genius who's proven time and time again that size doesn't matter when you've got the mind games and in-ring psychology to back it up. Former multiple-time champion across both Raw and SmackDown, Bliss has always been one step ahead of her competition. So when these two powerhouses decided to team up, the WWE Universe was on high alert. The formation of their alliance came during a period when both women found themselves being targeted by a common enemy. Sometimes in wrestling, the enemy of my enemy becomes my friend, right? They started watching each other's backs during matches, interfering to help one another pick up victories, and slowly but surely, what looked like a strategic partnership began to feel like genuine friendship. We saw them celebrating together, training together, and standing side by side against anyone who dared challenge them. But if you know anything about professional wrestling, you know that alliances in WWE are about as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane. And the cracks, oh, they started showing fast. It began subtly at first. During tag team matches, there were moments of miscommunication. Bliss would go for a tag, and Charlotte seemed just a split second too slow to make it. Charlotte would call for a specific move, and Alexa would do something completely different. To the casual viewer, these looked like honest mistakes. But wrestling fans, we know better. Then came the championship opportunities. See, when you've got two alpha competitors on the same team, eventually the question becomes, who's the top dog? Charlotte Flair has built her entire career on being the best, being the champion, being the queen. And Alexa Bliss, she didn't claw her way to the top of WWE by playing second fiddle to anyone. The tension reached a boiling point during a number 1 contenders match. Both women qualified for a multi-competitor bout where the winner would go on to challenge for the women's championship. And let me tell you, the atmosphere was electric. These two were supposed to be allies, but in that match, you could see the competitive fire burning in both their eyes. There were near falls where Charlotte would break up Alexa's pin attempts, technically helping her but doing it with just a little too much aggression. Alexa returned the favor, and suddenly their teamwork looked more like sabotage dressed up as assistants. And then came that night. The night that changed everything. Charlotte Flair had a championship match, the biggest opportunity of that particular season. And going into it, everyone assumed Alexa Bliss would be in her corner, watching her back just like they'd been doing for weeks. The match itself was an absolute war. Charlotte was facing a dominant champion who wasn't about to give up that title without a fight. We're talking near falls, submission attempts, high-impact moves that had the crowd on their feet. Charlotte was giving it everything she had, and for a moment, it looked like she might actually pull it off. The champion was down, Charlotte was setting up for her signature move, the natural selection or potentially the figure 8 leglock. The referee was in position, the crowd was chanting, and victory was seconds away. And that's when Alexa Bliss's music hit. The arena erupted. Everyone thought, okay, here comes Bliss to make sure nobody interferes with Charlotte's moment. But the look on Alexa's face as she walked down that ramp. That wasn't the face of someone coming to help. That was the face of someone with other plans. Bliss climbed onto the apron, and Charlotte actually smiled, thinking her ally was there to support her. The referee's attention was divided, and in that split second of distraction, Twisted Bliss. Out of nowhere, Alexa Bliss leveled Charlotte Flair with her finishing move. The arena went silent. You could hear a pin drop as the realization hit everyone at once. This was a betrayal. The champion quickly capitalized, covering Charlotte for the 3 count, retaining the title while Charlotte's former best friend stood on the outside, a sinister smile spreading across her face. The WWE universe was in absolute shock. Social media exploded. Wrestling fans couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. Charlotte, when she finally came to, looked absolutely devastated. This wasn't just about losing a championship opportunity, this was personal. This was someone she'd trusted, someone she'd fought alongside, someone she'd called a friend, stabbing her right in the back at the worst possible moment. In the following weeks, Alexa Bliss cut promos explaining her actions, and let me tell you, she held nothing back. She talked about how Charlotte always needed to be in the spotlight, how the Queen could never accept that someone might be just as good, if not better, than her. Bliss claimed that Charlotte only kept her around as long as she was useful, and the moment it came time for Charlotte to choose between friendship and championship glory, we all know which one she would have picked. Charlotte fired back with promos of her own, calling Bliss jealous, calling her a coward for attacking from behind. The Queen vowed revenge, promising that Alexa Bliss would pay for her betrayal in the most painful way possible. The intensity was off the charts. These 2 women who once stood united were now bitter enemies, and the WWE universe couldn't wait to see them finally settle their differences in the ring. Now, what makes this betrayal so brilliant from a storytelling perspective is the psychology behind it. This wasn't just random chaos. This was calculated, methodical, and it made perfect sense when you really think about it. Alexa Bliss has always been a master manipulator, someone who plays mind games better than almost anyone in WWE history. Her entire character thrives on being unpredictable, on staying 3 steps ahead of everyone else. By aligning with Charlotte, she gained protection, opportunities, and most importantly, she learned Charlotte's weaknesses. Charlotte Flair, for all her incredible abilities, has one fatal flaw: her pride. She's so confident in her superiority that she sometimes doesn't see the knife coming until it's already in her back. By making Charlotte believe they were truly friends, Bliss got close enough to strike at the perfect moment. And the timing. Oh, the timing was absolutely perfect. Betraying Charlotte during a championship match didn't just cost her the title, it humiliated her in front of the entire world. For someone like Charlotte Flair, who values her legacy and reputation above almost everything else, that humiliation might hurt even more than the physical attack. This is what we love about professional wrestling. It's not just about the moves and the matches, it's about the stories. It's about betrayal and revenge, friendship and rivalry, trust and deception. This is Shakespeare with suplexes, people. The Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair saga proves once again why we're all obsessed with professional wrestling. These are the moments that get us on our feet, the moments we talk about for years afterward. A perfectly executed betrayal that sets up what promises to be an epic rivalry between 2 of the absolute best to ever do it. What did you think of this shocking betrayal? Team Alexa or Team Charlotte? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from every single one of you. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, show some love by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Wrestling-Verse CC for more amazing wrestling content, analysis, and breakdowns of the biggest moments in WWE. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I've been your host, and remember, in the world of professional wrestling, never turn your back on anyone. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, keep watching, keep believing, and keep celebrating this incredible business we call professional wrestling.